All I'm saying is this. How about you wipe that paint off your face and then see if you still got that same confidence when you talk to me? 99% of you women won't. Y'all be chasing a woman that's running from you.
Come on, champ.
You're supposed to be picking the one that's looking at you.
Come on, champ.
When you do that, you don't even need game because she gonna do everything you need. My uncle told me, stop looking at that bitch that you want and start looking at that little funny looking bitch in the corner that's looking at you because that woman finna do everything for you. The value that a woman brings to the table makes her bad to me. So the looks ain't even gonna be the first thing. Y'all put that before everything. I'm putting what a woman's doing for me before everything. I hate to say it, but I'ma say it. You gotta get you a new broad because the old broad you got is always gonna try to treat you how you used to be. And dudes always choosing some bum broad to fuck with. What do that make you? Okay. A woman don't respect but what she's forced to respect. Stream, coming to bless y'all with someone, my guy, my bro, AB, Antonio Bibbs.
To be here, man. I love this little setup you got going on.
Appreciate it. You've been supposed to come through. We finally formed, but every time I see you, man, you always with top level women. I can't even lie to you, man. High level, beautiful women. Yeah. Especially when I see you out here in Miami. And we was just walking to my building before we came in, and we seen some looking really real nice. You know what I'm saying? And you got the girl information. Tell these dudes. Number one, we gonna break down what was going through your head when you saw these women.
I do a lot of self-work for a woman to say, no, you cannot have my number.
A way she could say no to this.
Exactly.
Hey, do you see that type of mindset right there? That same type of mindset of how you feeling when you approach. So that make you feel like once she gonna say yes, and because you think she gonna say yes, all your energy is gonna be proper for her to say yes. She gonna be like, I got to say yes the way he coming to me.
Yeah. A few times, you know what I'm saying? You as well. You know, working on your body, you know what's appealing to women. So once you stack all the odds, I'm fucking my mic up. Once you stack all the odds to you, for yourself, they automatically against a woman. She gotta say yes. Not even worried about it.
Wow, say a woman, you talk to a woman, she ain't really giving you no action. You just don't feel like nothing, or your confidence go up, do it go down, what?
Yeah. It's a reason why she's saying nothing. No, my confidence is staying the same, but I just know I got more work to do. And I like to psych myself out. It's a reason why she said no. I'm either one, not on my shit enough, or two, she might have a man that she's very committed to.
Hey, that pushing yourself to greatness. Okay, man, I like that. Now,
she was on her phone, so I used that to my advantage. And you should be putting my number in there. You on your phone.
Let me see your phone. Why? So I can put my number in there. I seen you looking at me. I like that. I like that.
I said, what you doing in your phone? You should be putting my number in there. She said, I'm just looking at my dog.
You crack a smile. You get her to crack a smile. You damn near got him.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Let me stop you. Doesn't talk to men. I don't care if he said, hi, how are you doing? I don't care if he gave you a compliment. I don't care if he asked for directions. My woman knows a man gonna have to talk to himself. Because if you get an inch, ain't no telling. If you even get an inch, ain't no telling. You wide open. That's why you don't let your woman get wide open. Hey, man, when somebody try to talk to your woman, he don't need to say nothing to you. If he compliments you, you're not obligated to say nothing back because his intentions are not genuine. His intentions are to try to get you, and you already got. So what you still opening your mouth for?
And don't let a nigga like me what to say, how to say it.
Oh, don't let her catch a nigga hopping out the Rolls Royce.
Oh yeah, it's over. That just added another point. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta stack them. You gotta stack that shit against you to make a woman feel like there's no way I can say no to this man. Yeah. Why would I say no?
Look, that's how I be feeling. So that's and then if a woman don't say nothing to me, I don't feel no type of way about it. I literally feel no type of way about it because at the end of the day, who's looking for me? I say, hey, what's going on? She don't say nothing. I don't even think twice about it. It really makes no difference to me. Yeah. As bro, she don't know what she just passed up. She don't really know me. If she knew who the fuck I was, her laws. That's how I really feel.
You wanna fuck with me?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You see how I am? You see the workout? I ain't one of these athletes or rappers and no shit like that.
Yeah.
First of all, baby, I'm a forever.
Yeah, not to mention, I just think of like, man, a woman that gets with me, man, is so lucky. Man, I do coaching. I change people's lives. I mean, before I started changing lives for real, I was always that type of person. But when a woman get with me, her whole mindset, her whole life, man, it's like having a mentor in the house with you. Everything in her life gonna get better. Her mindset, everything. So, it's her loss. I ain't worried about somebody who ain't worried about me.
But you can own a lot of women that's out there, and they just really just playing every day as a joke. They not really serious about life. They just waiting for the next nigga to get them, put them in the club, keep them in the club, you know, trick on them and do all that type of shit. And it takes a certain kind of woman to be looking for a real mentor, because that's really what men are. We are really mentors to women. When you have a subjective woman that's gonna be inviting for you to do that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. And that part too, that's the type of woman where she looked at me and I looked at her and we knew exactly that we wasn't compatible, because she knows she's looking for a trick. She knows she's looking for a big spender. She knows she's looking for somebody to buy that Chanel, you know, that watch, take her on this trip, that, and third. Won't be so on to the next.
That's why I don't do no tripping. Like I play with women all day, because like if you looking for that type of, I don't got no problem with being out multiple times. Like I take, like you a real bitch.
Right.
I'll do something, but I'm not finna lay it out the gate with no money and no shit like that, because number one, I value myself. Number two, I know she don't value me. You know what I'm saying? If I got to do that, like, what you looking for? Not good enough.
Exactly, right. And like you said, too, man, if I get with a woman and we together and we doing things, well, yeah, of course, that's what I'm going to do. Listen, if I'm not going to spend money with my woman, then there's no way she could have been my woman. I'm spending money because I'm only picking a woman that's going to be around me. That's a woman anyway. Yeah. But, yeah, that ain't out off the dribble, because she going to get confused about what this is if I start doing that. And then how you start is how you finish. You started doing that, now you got to keep doing that. I'd rather a woman get with me. Now, of course, she's coming into my lifestyle. We're going to go out to eat. We're going to do a couple nice things, but that's where the buck stops. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not okay with doing those things, then that's cool, because you don't like me. This is what these dudes don't understand. The reason you have to do this, do that, so you have to bring some monetary value to the table to make it worth it for her to be with you. A woman that get with me that really like me, man, it don't matter where we go. It don't got to be the most expensive hotel. Don't got to be the most expensive place to eat. It don't even got to be bring any monetary value. And it's cool if you feel like that. I say this too. I ain't mad at the dude who do it. Some of these dudes, no, they look at that cold ass bitch and be like, ain't no way she would just deal with me for me. But I value her company. So guess what? Hey, man, the same way you buy something at the store, hey, man, you're buying abroad. As long as you're not confused.
Look, I'm glad you brought that up. It's this woman, right? I showed her to you on Instagram before.
Yeah.
It's this one she responds every now and then. I could tell she got a lot of men lined up for her. Yep. This is, like, y'all, I ain't gonna say no names, I ain't gonna name drop. But this is the most persistent I've ever been with a woman, and I really don't do the DM. If I'm in your DMs and we engaging and it's mutual, then I fuck with you. But this one woman, she's kind of, I can tell she gets a lot of attention from men.
Yeah.
And I can tell that a lot of men lead with money with her.
Yep. Hey.
This girl, how much I desire her and all of that. Because once I do that, once I leave, hey, what's your cash app? I'm gonna send you 2,000. Once I do that, now I'm looked at as a fucking sucker. Now I'm looked at as a...
because to me, what I'm saying is I'm not enough. And if I'm not enough, then it's tell you that I know I'm not enough, and the only way to get your attention, man. And then it's like this, what you don't understand is, man, there's a woman right now who got you to send her to having sex with a dude she actually likes for free.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you feel that low in yourself, what I would say is, man, take that $2,000, go invest it in a gym membership for that woman.
And you want to know what?
Yeah.
And I thought the same shit. I'm like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I ain't did enough personal work to stand out from the rest of them. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like, man, maybe I'm not her type. They be like, this type of broad is bad. And I could see the broad walk by and I could say, that's a bad bitch, but she's not my type. I could say, oh, she got the ass, she got the not my type. Yeah. So it might be a woman who see me and say the same, he just not my type, and that's okay. But go ahead.
I agree. No, I agrri with you.
But ain't it.
That's what I like. Right. I agree with you, but I don't agree. Bitch, I'm going to make you my time. I'm going to make myself. I just feel like it's the charisma, too. You got to have that shit to go along with it.
That's always another.
It's the confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the confidence, and it's really the confidence, man. You can have all that shit, all of that, and you can still be a lame ass nigga. You can have the car, the jewelry, the motherfucking body, you can still be a nigga, and a bitch is not gonna.
Don't you feel like, too, at the same time, some women just choosing certain dudes because of something about them that they just like. That, you know, they can have all the stuff and everything, but if she don't like that type of dude, it's gonna be real hard to convince her.
Yeah. Charisma.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got the confidence and charisma. That's most of it.
Yeah.
You got the confidence, but at the same time, and for whatever reason, before they even talked to him, before they even saw his confidence, was like, man, I'm fucking with him. If he say something to me, I'm gang with it.
Yeah, you right,
you know, so it's both sides. So I got to see this broad you talking about, man. You talking about she looking like that. I believe it. You saying that, I believe it.
This bitch. Dudes got their own looks, own swag and shit like that, but I feel like it's a neutral. Like, you can't be look, it's got to be right there in the middle. Your swag got to be right there. Your confidence got to be, you got to adjust that shit just enough to when you, because can't nobody black bitches. He just pull white bitches.
Yeah.
He just pull,
Yeah.
like, I'm always position myself to where I'm attractive to every.
Talk to a woman, you get her. Maybe y'all go out to eat, something like that. Y'all get together. All right, now y'all really fucking with it for real. What's the program when she finally becomes, she's mine now, it's AB woman. What's the program, or do you have a program when a woman gets with you, what not to do, how we moving, how things, just basic stuff. We having a good time and you really focus on your business right now.
Man, I'm focused on my business, bro. That shit kind of set me back unless I find that one woman that's just like, they got to jump through a few hurdles for me, you know what I'm saying?
Me too, yeah.
Yeah, like for me to just be like, oh, that's there.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm really focused on my business. And I feel like, and that's why I attract a lot of women too, because they know that
worried about them.
Exactly. They know I'm just not, you know, I have fun, but I ain't really.
Energy. Women want what they can't have. When you always got time for the broad texting, always got time to see her, always got time to go out for dinner, it subconsciously shows that this dude ain't really on shit.
Yeah.
And he ain't really got nothing going on. And a woman wants somebody who got something going on.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I get a lot of women that's just like, they see me and they want to fuck around, but they just like, man, this nigga he ain't on my type of time.
They ain't fucking with me because I ain't easy. You can't just do what you want, when you want, how you want. And you ain't finna just be getting tricked on. You're not just gonna be able to talk any type of way to me. And you know I got options and you know I'm not gonna drop what I'm doing for you. So it's like a woman a lot of times will not even go after the guy she really want, really having it, because she knows she can't control the situation. So she'll go with somebody a little bit less attractive, less going on. Why? Because she could get her way and have her way over there.
I had a broad, I was on her and on her tough in her DMs, right? Now I met her in person. And then we started chopping up through the DMs. And 3 weeks later, she started posting a new boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ain't no way you with this, what is going on? Bitch, I've been on you, which I rarely do. Because when I see something I like, I'm on them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, that's what a lot of women, you know, they don't know no better. They take that shit with a grain. They just don't know no better. So when I see something I like it, I'm really showing interest. That mean I really like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this one woman in particular, I saw that, ain't no way I've been chasing your ass down for fucking a month, and then you end up with this shit. This man looking crazy as hell, but it's just.
Hey, I'm telling you. Oh, legit, women do this. They're not gonna get the dude with the supercar and this, then that, third going on unless she can mentally already tame him, unless she knows it. But if she know you the fly guy and you get women and you got some game, she can't run her run-of-the-mill game on you. She gonna bow out gracefully and go get the dude she can run game on. And a lot of women are sitting with a man just like that right now. And she getting hit from the side, here, there, and everywhere. Mm-hmm. But she with you because she know I can have it my way over here. Mm-hmm. This dude ain't as sharp as me. A lot of women are intimidated by a dude who's sharp. She can't run her run-of-the-mill games and them crocodile tears and manipulate you this way and that way and get you off your game. So it's like, I'd rather go over there where it's easy and I can do what I want, when I want, how I want, get what I want.
Yep. I've had that. Have you ever been with a woman? Well, have you ever been in a woman's DMs and tried to get at a woman over the internet and you ran into her, but she was playing on the internet, but you ran into her in public and everything just changed?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I don't do the Instagram DMs at all.
Oh, that's my,
I just don't. You know why? Back in the day, though, when I was really on my job, I used to send like 100 messages a day. That was part of the job. But I don't really, one, because my page got a whole lot of different type of stuff on it. But two, I've never met let me see. Let me not sit up here and lie. I feel like almost every woman that I really got with and we really clicked and it was really something for real, it's always been in person. It ain't never been something that started online, except maybe one time. So the vibe just be different. Use a whole fake individual online, bro. That's a face app, that's body app, that's the best angle, that's the best clothes, that's the best highlights. You coming with way too much confidence right here that ain't really you because you know I'm seeing your best. But when I see you in person in a real situation, we interact on a real level, that's a better start for a relationship anyway, because it's more real than me just seeing all the best of your shit. And I'm coming through the same funnel. I don't even like Braw's pictures. You can't go on my page and look at my likes. I don't like women's picture either.
I'll tell you what, and I ain't gonna give you my secret, because I do something to let them know, but it ain't no likes though. But I do some shit. Yeah. But anyway, man, it's too fake. Plus, I don't want to be another run-of-the-mill dude. It's a million dudes in your DM, a million dudes, this, that, and the third. For me, I'll see you outside. If I don't see you outside, I ain't gonna see you.
Right. I got some questions for you.
All right, cool. Hold on. Somebody sent a super chat. Oh my God, what's the deal? Hey man, you always a deep individual, man. Throw a question up here.
Who was that?
My guy, he said Goldie. He said, "Then $20." You know, I went on his podcast when I was first getting started. He was like one of the first people who booked me to do something.
Yeah.
He went viral a couple times on the street talking to women too. Come on, until he asked a question. Anybody else got a question? Put one in there. Until he got a question. Shit, you got some questions?
Yeah, I got some shit. Let me see. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do women really want a rich man, or they just want the lifestyle that come with that?
They want the lifestyle to come with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I don't even know what type of question this is, but you know what I'm saying? That shit is a no-brainer, to be honest.
Yeah, you know, a woman want the lifestyle to come with a rich man. But guess what, though? Man, listen, we all know women who done had a dude who had some money and stopped dealing with him for a dude who had less money because she wanted the affection, she wanted the love, she wanted that more. So it all depends on the woman. If a woman just straight about that bag, of course, she gonna take less time, less love, less affection with the dude who got some money. But it is some women out here who would rather have, you know, a dude who spend time with him, who give him this, who give him that. Or you could just say to women they had a dude who got enough money. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask you this. It's an even better question.
Yep.
And it's along the lines of that. Do you feel like if you make over a certain amount of money, or, you know, you're a millionaire, or you make whatever amount of money of higher value, do you feel like that you're in the right of having multiple women on your woman? Do you think that you deserve multiple women?
Nah. I don't feel like your money plays a part in it. Now, of course, if you have more money, you have more resources to dole out to the woman, but I don't feel like that should play a part in it. Hey, man, I can have no money. If I want to have multiple women, as long as I'm truthful about what I want to do and I got a guideline for how I'm moving and doing what I'm doing.
But do you feel like that they're more acceptable when you got money? So do you believe that having money can make it better for you to go out and have multiple women?
That's a different question. You said
better.
Okay.
I had to change it because, like, I mean, I like your answer, but obviously, like, if you're selling some
will
real,
it make you better? Will it make it better?
Yeah, will it make it? Will women accept that a lot more?
I mean, yeah, they'll accept it a lot more.
Of course.
But let's think about it like this though. You got to really be, because okay, we could say the 1%. Okay, that's only what $100,000 a year. That's really nothing. Most women ain't going for it unless you're like a super multi-millionaire. It don't matter if you making $250,000, $600,000. The women still ain't going for it. I don't know where this notion came that as long as you got some money, the woman gonna be okay with it. Man, you couldn't get that woman to do it with no money, with a lot of money. I know dudes with multiple money can't get a woman, still have a woman talking to them crazy. So that's not the requirement. Of course, a woman who's really only out for your money and a lifestyle.
You gotta be, I'm talking about doing some crazy shit with your money in order to have multiple women and for them to accept
Listen, any woman, most people go to a job they don't like for a check. So if you're paying a woman's bills, self-preservation says, I'm not gonna mess this up for nothing. Don't mean she like you, don't mean she really wanna be with you. It means you're paying for a lifestyle. You can do that. What I'm talking about is having a woman okay with being with you and you having multiple women because she likes you and sees you of value that much, even if you're not doing it. That's a different situation.
Oh yeah, that's totally different. That's a woman accepting you for being you and the confidence that you have. But yeah, so I definitely feel like when you got that type of money, I'm talking about the money to where you flying out PJs and you taking them on. Yeah, shopping sprees, you know, every week and shit like that. And you got the big $30 million mansion, $10 million mansion, and you got to where you could just be like, here, I got 4 women sleeping in the bed with me. Like, we all going shopping in the morning. That's when the type of shit that they respect. You know what I'm saying? That's what, because they feel comfortable. Like, you know, they feel like they're lucky to be there. So they're going to, with that much value. So when they feel like they're lucky to be there, they're more accepting of another woman being there too.
Yeah. So, even when it comes to,
they don't want to lose their spot.
If you don't have as much money and you can get a woman to deal with you knowing that you're dealing with other women, she must feel that you're of such value that she would rather deal with that than have to go out and deal and find another man. But that comes with certain characteristics which most dudes don't have, because most dudes is hornballs, most dudes is tricks, most dudes have no dick discipline. So when a woman come and get with me and she understand, like, listen, you with me, you know, listen, you deal with me, I deal with who I want to deal with. Now, you don't necessarily have to be around these other women if that's not your thing, or you're going to miss out on some good trips if you don't. But you deal with me, but I'm going to do what I want to do. You got to only deal with me, though, but I'm going to do what I want to do. Are you okay with that? For that to make sense in a woman's mind, she has to see so much value in me. She has to see so much connection in me that she feels like it's better to deal with half of him than a whole of another man, which we talk about you dudes all the time. You guys are liars. My bro be with me all the time. We be with other girls. We be with other dudes. She see what's going on. You niggas are a disgrace. For a woman, if your woman could see your behavior that you do when you're with your friends, when you are outside, she would be disgusted and a disgrace to be your woman. My woman don't feel like that about me. You know, she know when I go outside, man, it's going to be hard for a woman to get up on me. And if she is up on me, man, ain't no tricking going on. Ain't no weird stuff going on. Ain't no me. You know what I'm saying? But when you're outside, the way you act, the way you disrespect yourself, the way you be tricking off, the way you do so many things, it's disgusting. And my women, they know that I'm not like that. So they feel a certain level of respect with me. Like, even if he is outside with other women, it ain't the way you dudes is with other women. You get what I'm saying? Y'all got some questions?
We're going to turn this shit up and we're going to turn this shit up.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Somebody said the GOATs. Yes. You ain't seen a dynamic duo like this online yet.
Man.
So y'all better, if y'all got some questions, y'all better ask them right now. You got some questions in there? Let me see if I got some questions.
I got some. Let me ask you this, bro.
Yeah.
Why do so many women, you go online and you see them living a fake luxury lifestyle that somebody else funded? Why do they do that?
Man, the same way reason everybody does it, because to boost their value. They want to boost their value to men that see them. They want to boost their value to the women that see them. Women are in competition with other women. She in competition with her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend. Yep. She want to make sure her ex-boyfriend thinks she doing in the third. So, you know, everybody is just portraying something that they, and what get me with women is, at least when men do it, it's something we're chasing or something we're trying to pursue. Women just do it just as I'm doing it and I'm going off the trip. It ain't, I'm doing it because I want to get there. I'm working towards it. Women ain't even working towards it. They just doing it for the free.
You want to know what kills me? You got a man that done put a woman in a situation where he done bossed up. He done bought her a watch. He done bought her all of the bags. He took on trips, all of that stuff. You know, he done took a woman from the lowest that she been. Bitch ain't had a car, crib, nothing.
Yep.
He loved her so much. He was such a fucking trick that when they broke up, all he did was level her up for another man to come and trick even harder.
Listen,
and I've been in that situation before.
Hey, that's how I go. Because you know, if she got the AP, if she got the jewels, guess what? The next dude gonna see that and come on that level, because, okay, that's what type of woman she is.
And that's the wrong way of thinking, because it's always gonna be a man out there with more than you. So it's always gonna be a man. If you got a bad bitch, another man gonna think you got a bad bitch too. And another man might have more money than you. So that's the wrong way of positioning yourself. That is why
I always say, don't run a race you can't win. You can't have the most cars. You can't have the biggest houses. That's not a race you can win. So if that's not a race you can win, what race can you win? Character, carrying yourself like a man, not lying to your woman, being a one that's real with it. Hey, man, when you see, okay, she gaining a little weight, the one dude who gonna be like, hey, you looking good, but you need to tighten this up right now, probably lose like 10 pounds. Be that dude that woman look at you and be like, oh. But at the same time, she gonna say that, but she gonna be like, damn, this nigga's real. When she say, hey, man, where your girlfriends at? And I tell him, she said, they everywhere, I always got some women around me. She gonna be like, but, he real. And then she's gonna start to stack these real blocks up like, I ain't never met a man who was real like that with me.
And the more you do it, the more they're going to be able to stomach.
Yeah. And the more you do it, the more one day she going to wake up in the morning and it's going to go off like a light bulb in her head. God damn, this is a real man. Because all of these niggas is lying. All of these niggas is faking. All of these niggas is saying things that's not true just to get the woman. So when you're that one dude who don't, it's something different on a different level. And the next time that nigga lied to her, next time he's sneaking around with a different phone, she's gonna be so disgusted. He ain't like this real man that I know. He wouldn't do nothing like that.
Right. Tell me and let me know and give me an ultimatum.
Yeah.
He gonna let me know that shit from the jump or what it is, and he gonna give me the choice.
Man,
just by
it's
his
different. And then a woman, like, a woman got to have respect for you, man, and she's never gonna respect you when you lying. When you telling her you ain't got another woman, but you do. When you telling her that and the third. When you not, hey, guess what? You getting in trouble because you going out your house and your woman asks where you going and you telling her one place, but it's another place. My woman don't question me when I walk out this door. I'll allow you to know where I'm going, but it's not your business where I'm going. You don't question me like this. If I let you know where I'm going, it's a courtesy. It's not a right. You're not my mother. You're not going to question me where I'm going when I walk out this door. What you say is, have a good day. I'll see you later. And now, if you want to ask me like, hey, I have something planned. Might you be home later? Maybe. or yes, you know, but you put yourself in precarious situations because you have no structure in your household. There's no woman that's going to ask me where I'm going when I leave out the house. Not even that I'm necessarily going to do something, but I don't want to set a standard in my household that can be done. So then when I do want to go somewhere that ain't her business, because it ain't her business if I'm going to go see another woman anyway. That's not her business, then I got to lie about it. Well, she don't do it anyway. So therefore, when I walk out the house and I'm going to go see another woman, she's not going to be asking me, and then I feel like I got to lie about it.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
If you could tell yourself, your 18-year-old self, one thing, it could be the money or women, whatever you wanted to be. If you could tell your 18-year-old self one thing, what would it be? And right now, today,
my 18-year-old self, one thing. Damn, that's hard. That's a hard one. I would probably say all niggas is liars that look like they doing something. They not doing shit. Don't believe them. Don't go down that path. They not having it like it look like they having it. They lying. You know, I went down around a lot of wrong paths in my life because it looked like people was doing some shit that they wasn't really doing. It wasn't really happening. But no, real talk, something real serious that I would tell my younger self. Hold on.
You think the vacuum going?
Man, I put too much emphasis on the money. And I don't know if, and then it was like it wasn't even real money. I was taking penitentiary chances, doing a bunch of stuff for really, when I look back on it, it was no money. Every time I went to jail, every amount of dollar I spent on a lawyer and bail, and was back to square one. Because one, it wasn't real money. If I would have knew what I knew now, I would have took the time that I had living at my mom's house, having a roommate. I would have just read. I would have developed a skill. I would have understood. I would have went to Toastmasters. I would have went and started speaking on camera. I would have developed certain skills, certain principles, certain disciplines. I'd have been working on my body. I would have understood that becoming the right man is more valuable than the money, and you always gonna have to come back to developing yourself to really get to a certain level, right? I would develop myself as much as possible. And I would understand if you took 2 years of just developing yourself, by the time you done doing that, whatever you do, whatever you touch gonna turn to gold, whatever you decide to do gonna work, whatever relationships you make is gonna flourish because you're the right person. But when you're not the right person, you're really working an uphill battle. No matter how much money you get, no matter what opportunity you get to, you looking for something that's working. But when you become the right person, everything you touch works. And I wasted years going up and down, up and down, up and down when I should have been focusing on these certain principles and characteristics.
Preach that shit, man.
No.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of that shit comes from who we were around when we were that age.
Facts.
Like
Facts.
who we were around. If you was, but a lot of when we that young, we don't know who real and who ain't.
Oh, I say that shit all. I had no idea that dude I looked up to was a fucking loser.
Fucking lame. The loser is motherfucker. We look at as the real loser. Is a loser really the GOAT?
Yeah, no, exactly. Yep. That's
he really
funny.
the GOAT. The one that's reading, the one that got the big company and shit like that.
Yep.
That's really the one that. So all you young dudes out there, man, watch who. If you 18, 19, 20 years old, 17, 16. Or if you really young, look at that guy that you think that's the winner. That ain't the winner.
Yeah, man. But it's different too, because we had the internet, but it wasn't like now.
Yeah.
So it's not like we could go see somebody online really doing it back then. A dude's coming through my neighborhood on a car, candy painted with the rims. That's the biggest I really seen. I guess you could go online, you could watch television shows of the rich and famous, but you're not able to really see other people normal really winning in life. So we didn't have that.
Mm-hmm. We ain't had that. You're right. Because the internet, once again, the internet made it such a blessing for us. It paved the way for a lot of people.
You can know what's a fraud now. If I had the internet back then, I would have been able to see this nigga versus all the people that we see online now. I'd have been like, this shit ain't something adding up. I ain't listening to this nigga. But that was all I saw at the time. So search for people, search for information. Don't just that's the worst thing you can do. And I say it all the time, is take advice from people closest to you. If they closest to you, they closest to you for a reason, because they losing like you. Get outside of your sphere to get your information. I got a lot of bad advice because I was asking the niggas I was fucking with. They in the same position as me. Why am I asking them about something? I should just ask myself. Get outside yourself and ask
ChatGPT.
Man, right. Ask ChatGPT. Go book a call for $200 to somebody you admire who got a 15-minute for $200 and ask them their advice on your situation. That'll probably change your life more than anything else in life.
And rather than listening to a nigga that you think they got, because he had a motherfucking, what is it, old school Chevy with some motherfucking 26s on, box Chevy with some 26s on it. Take your ass, ask ChatGPT. Fuck that nigga on the nigga that you look up to in the hood right now.
I'm trying to tell you, that should have saved your life. I had a mentor later in life tell me, he said, who you choose to listen to is probably one of the most important skills in life. Discernment on who you listen to is probably one of the most important decisions in your life, because you asking your girl, you asking your mom, you asking your dad, you asking your brother. They're not qualified to get the answer for where you're trying to go because they haven't been there. But it's just the most convenient thing to do. So that's what we do. We ask who's closest to us. Now, I know you're getting all the wrong information.
How the fuck you gonna ask somebody that's not, you can't ask somebody that's unqualified, somebody that ain't never even been to fucking London, out the country, got no passport. How are you gonna ask somebody these questions that's not even,
what you saying makes so much sense. But I feel like two things. One, if you ain't heard it, everything makes sense once you've heard it. But number two is, what they say, common sense ain't common. But now that you say that, somebody heard that, now they'll think about that next time. I didn't hear that shit till I was grown. What you saying right now makes so much sense. I've never heard nobody say that shit till I was past 25 years old. Yeah. So I'm just listening to anybody, talking to anybody about shit. Right. But yeah, it's one of those things, man. You got to be really careful who you listen to, because that will make or break your life. Even at this level, like, it's different information that my mentors making millions of dollars a month and are on that level. It's different things that they tell me than everybody else. But if you don't know these people, then you're going to get the advice of the masses that's going to keep you as the mass. No, don't buy that car. No, don't dump all your money into this. No, don't make that move. Wait until you saved up some money first. All my mentors say, nope, take the risk. Nope, you need your back against the wall. Yep. Nope, you need something like that. It's just different information, but you don't know these individuals. But in this day and age, you can watch these people videos. You can get mentorship by these individuals. So, I mean, that's the biggest cheat code right there.
A lot of people think it's the money, man. It's the money. No, it's the mind. It's the mind. It's not even the money.
Operate on a completely different spectrum of thinking.
I'd rather have all of the knowledge that I have right now than have $50 million.
Man, that's a fact, because you gonna lose the 50 million.
Yeah, I said, come and go.
Listen, you give somebody, the average person. If I gave like one of my younger cousins $1 million, I would pretty much be telling my that I don't like you because he's gonna kill himself. Because he hasn't developed the internal qualities. He hasn't been in the right places. He doesn't have the discipline. He gonna fuck around, get a drug habit, and kill himself. You seen all of them lottery documentaries? People dying over overdose. This person died. That person died. This person went to prison. If you're not the right person, it's dangerous to have too many resources, because you have too many things you can fuck your life off doing. You should be happy right now that you don't have that much money, because you probably get a drug habit when that badass bitch from the club that you've never had in your life comes and asks you, hey, just do a little bump with me. And you're going to be that one to do that one bump and it's over for you. Lamar Odom got that story. He said, man, he was a grown-ass man, got introduced to drugs by that he was dealing with. You see that? So you better get your habits and shit right before you get you some money.
Definitely.
Or you going to go to prison is what you going to do.
Yeah, you can't just place no money in your lap. I remember before I went to prison, I had the multiple exotic cars. I was up. You know what I'm saying? When the feds took all that shit away, I got out of prison. Man, I ain't know what to want to fucking kill myself. Man. I ain't have nothing when I got out. Nothing. Everything that I was used to. Every day when I was in prison, I'm thinking to myself, man, I wish I had that same life I had. I know this shit ain't gonna be the same.
Yeah.
I know it ain't gonna be the same when I get out. But I knew that I'd get out and turn up. But when I got out, I had to go through that process. I had to go through that feeling of not having it no more. And that shit was fucking me up, man. That shit was fucking me up.
But I know that feeling when you're not having nothing, it make you focus. It make you play around. It make you not all the distractions you may have had, the bullshit, women, and different things. It make you say, I ain't doing no type of plan.
Because when you got the women and you got the money, I had that shit at an early age, 20, 22, 23. I'm in LA playing. I got the Aston Martins, the Bentley, all this shit. I got all the women around me. I got all this shit going on. And when that shit is snatched away from you, you miss it so much. So that's what helped me. I missed it so much to where I didn't want to go to jail again from doing the same shit. So I had to find another way to do what I was used to do.
That's real. I had success. I was having Rolls Royces. I was having high-rise gated communities and things like that. Then when I went through my transition, but I'm like, man, I ain't trying to go to prison because I almost just went. It made me say I had that thirst for it because, like, I already had it. I can't. And, you know, I tried to do the regulars for a minute and try to convince myself, yeah. I was like, nope. I'm getting depressed. I'm like, nah, ain't no way. I need to have it, so I'm gonna just get it the right way. So I'm getting to turning my wheels, and it made me think. But it was having it once before. It was like, nah, this regular shit ain't it. That's why you go test drive the car you want. Go stay in that nice hotel. To go take a nice vacation, cause you don't know what you're missing. Nah, man, like people will tell you like, yeah, it's cool to be regular. It's not though. I need a nice view outside. I need a nice car. I like nice things. And when you don't have it, man, it just feel different.
You want to know all that is an addiction. That's all that is an addiction that we had previously. We had money. It's just like a crackhead that had an addiction.
Yeah.
They was on the crack, try to take a meth of crack from a crackhead and see how long they last.
Yeah,
They're going to relapse. It's the same shit. We was addicted to the lifestyle in the beginning. We got that lifestyle. We was addicted to having all that money and the way having our way. And when you take that shit away, it's like, I'm going to do whatever I can to get that shit right back.
Yeah, and it's way better when you don't doing something illegal and you ain't got to worry about all the things that come with it. You know, it's much. And so that almost me for a moment, because I'm not doing nothing I ain't supposed to be doing. So I'm living a clean life, and the ease and the peace of that almost made me believe that it was having so much stuff. And I had to identify, whoa, confused. Yeah. You can have this good feeling of peace because you ain't doing nothing wrong, and you're not feeling the turmoil of doing something wrong. You ain't worried about the police and this. You can have that same feeling. That's coming from not doing nothing wrong. That's not coming from not having nice stuff.
Exactly.
Right? Because I almost got stuck in that. And a lot of people, they'll tell themselves that, well, I don't want all that because this, that, and third. It's really just a coping mechanism to you not to. And so I'll just say, don't. No, it's way better when you having money, man. I'm telling you. Like, it just is. It just is. It's just better because it's freedom. You can't be happy if you're not free. You think you're free, but guess what? You're choosing out of your limited options. But you don't really realize there are limited options because you don't have the money to have more options. You get what I'm saying? So until you're free to do what you want, when you want, how you want, man, the broad you dealing with right now, you wouldn't even deal with if you had some more money. Not even because she's the best you can get, even though she is. Because you haven't even been enough places where it's enough women who like you to even see you. Man. You've been in your same town. You don't even know you a fly dude. But because you in this small town, you've never even been enough places for them women who are badder to say, oh, I like him. You get what I'm saying? So just freedom on so many levels. Even for me to learn the things I want to learn, the courses, the mentors, the events, then it's to meet other people. It's not all materialistic. It's books that I can read. I bought $500 books. It's courses, it's different things to just enlighten my own mind that come from money. You get what I'm saying?
And you want to know what kills me? And I say, I said this, we spoke on this the other day. It kills me to see a motherfucker, a good-looking woman, a dude with some swag, some game, some confidence, good-looking guy, somebody that can elevate in life.
Yeah.
They got the shit together. You see the potential. It kills me when they stay in a small town.
Oh man,
it kills me.
One of the biggest
boxing
things.
Themselves in.
One of the biggest things in my mentorship, man, is the first thing I tell people to do. If you want to change your life the most, leave from where you at. I don't care how uncomfortable it is. The biggest change that you're gonna make in your life is getting out that small town. No matter what you do there, it's gonna be very hard to work. If you didn't even do that much in this different city, it's gonna work on a whole different level.
Yeah, that shit kills me, man. It's like
it changes lives, though. I've done it so many times. Even back in the day, man, I was always meant to do what I'm doing because I used to every nigga from my city I convinced to move to Vegas. I convinced to move here. How many lives I've seen change just by change of location? It's the easiest cheat code to life.
Yep. You say,
and then just to break your paradigm, even drug addicts, right? They'll go to rehab. What they say is don't go back to the same environments because certain stimuli put certain things in your mind that make you want to do the drugs. So they say just by a change of where you are will not set off certain things in your brain that you got routine in your brain to do those drugs. So what you think? All your bad habits, the reason you procrastinate is because that couch is in your mind. It's called in your mind. When you see it, you've done it so many times, it's time to sit down, it's time to eat. When you see that, bro, it's certain things that's so programmed in your mind. Just a change of environment will have you be able to easier break those bad habits that you got.
And I see, man, when a nigga go to jail, I see that from them. Like, I was locked up. I've been locked up a few times, but when you go to jail,